Good evening. My name is Israel Ramirez. Today is April 30th, 2020, and the time is 9:20. Today, I will be giving you my persuasive speech on why we should change from fossil fuels to an alternative energy. So, what do all these pictures have in common? Cars, buildings, power plants that create our energy. All these pictures have in common that they are using some type of fossil fuels. Cars use petroleum. Power plants use natural gas or coal, and these buildings obviously use electricity created from these power plants. So, all these power plants, all these buildings, all these cars use this very harmful gas. So, what we have to find out is that these fossil fuels must have some type of downside if they create so many problems, but we prominently use them every single day. I'm able to research this topic, I'm able to talk on this topic based on all the research that I have accumulated over researching all these. So, fossil fuels not only hurt the environment, but they also create many hazardous byproducts to our health, environment, and even financially to us. And today, I will try to persuade you so we can find some type of alternative to these fossil fuels. First, before we talk about the alternative, we must first realize what fossil fuels do to us and our health or even financially. So, first and foremost, the best way to start with this is using an example. In 2015 to 2016, for some period of time, in this picture right here, happened to be a natural gas leak. What happened to this? Many people had to be evacuated, and these people were exposed to methane and benzene, which are two very harmful gases to the public health. This is coming from the Harvard Chan School, which covered the topic about how dangerous it was for the people and the surrounding neighborhoods. And after this incident, a survey taken by Gallup.com, which had over the last 50 years have collected data for the public, 30% of people out of 1,000 people taking the survey do not want to fund these fossil fuels. And you can see why. If examples like these are happen to occur on a regular basis, as we have many coal-operated power plants, natural gas-operated power plants, occurrences like these could happen, maybe not frequently, but when they do, could be catastrophic to people. So the same school, Harvard Chan Schools, a branch of Harvard again, have estimated that the U.S. spends over $500 billion having to deal with the waste stream of coal. Now, if this energy, for all the product that it uses and all the benefits, over $500 billion plus the byproducts of the health and negative effects, you must be thinking, wow, why do we continue to use these if they could be harmful and have such a bad impact on us? Now, from here, secondly, we move on to this renewable energy. So, before we start with the renewable energy, which mostly includes solar, wind, nuclear, we must see another survey also taken by Gallup, which surveyed 1,000 people, where 77% of those people that said that they would want the U.S. government to fund these renewable energies based on all the benefits they have. Now, what are those benefits, you might ask? Well, according to the EPA, which is the Environmental Association from the United States government, renewable energy does not have a byproduct of harmful gas. So, such as cars create carbon dioxide which go into the air, renewable energy, if a car would be used by renewable energy, it would have no byproduct, thus nullifying any negative health effects to us. And which I think the government should really focus on, the biggest effect is we could become independent for energy and not have to rely and be dependent on imported oil, and thus creating a bigger market and a bigger financial addition to the U.S.
As you can see here. Now, in conclusion, not only are fossil fuels negative to our health, but also having this renewable energy as a backup, it just seems as a no-brainer as we take away all the negatives and keep all of the positives. So if we were able to use this renewable energy in our everyday appliances, we could create a huge impact to the world and just make this much more healthier and beneficial to us. Thank you.